about adding value. And for me, value has always been my driving force from the moment I create content, okay, whether that's for free, whether that's paid. So even on my social medias, my intention is purely how can I add value? How can I serve? And this was the year I really went deeper on that. Like, what does it mean when I say that? What does it mean when I teach that to my client? And that means, number one, stop being afraid of giving too much. Don't be afraid to give it all you've got. Remember that people don't come to you for information. They may come to you for information, but that's not really what they're coming to you for. There's tons of information out there. They come to you because they fail to implement. They come to you because they see you successfully implementing, and so you might have different answers because there are other challenges that they are experiencing, obstacles that they are experiencing, that there is no straight answer to. And so this is not something you can just Google. Even though you're giving them the information, people are coming to you because you have that something else, and that's your zone of genius. And so for me, 2022 was really through all of the many workshops and masterclasses that I have delivered through my membership and outside of my membership. I was focused on adding more value, going into more depth, not being afraid to give more of the how, the step by step, the worksheets. Like, this is how you implement, right? This is how you do what I'm saying. Now, then you have a choice. You can take that, you can do it yourself, you can implement it. And a lot of people did that and received great value and had lots of transformation and impact just by doing so. Or you may need to have that the coach or the mentor to help you strategically do that, to do that in a way that is going to be sustainable for you, that is in alignment for you, your goals, where you're at in life, where you're at in your business. Okay, so this is like every other thing. I even gave away free coaching to people so that they can come and taste what it's like, or what is the experience of having, right, the of having someone like me as a soundboard, of having a mastermind group to share and to discuss and to get outside your head, right? Because this is what happens, especially for those of us who are solo entrepreneurs. We tend to stay in our head a lot because we don't have people to soundboard. We don't have people to share and discuss ideas with, right? So we keep on thinking about it. And the more we think about it, the more we overanalyze. The more we overanalyze, the more we overcomplicate the crap out of everything. And procrastination hits. Procrastination hits, followed by doubt, followed by imposter syndrome. And what happens? Lack of action. So by doing so, I got to serve a lot more people. And I am going to continue doing this on a deeper level, whether that's through making my trainings and workshops more accessible, but spending my time and my energy in my zone of genius. And that is when I have people in front of me, when you come into my space and we're working on the fly. You come and tell me, Hannah, this is my challenge. This is my obstacle. This is what I would like to work with. And that's when you're going to have me in my full capacity to help you strategically put those ideas into action. For years, people had always come to me to brainstorm ideas, to organize their thoughts, to make plans, to get my insights, to pick my brain, basically. And this is what I do best. And if I may say, I'm very natural at that. So this is another reason why they come to me, is because I see them, I see their gifts. I guide people back into their light. I guide people back into their truth. So this is building on the fact that I am taking in people who are standing in their power, who choose to stand in their power and not only depend on me, for example, or our business relationship to move forward. So this is how they see themselves too. And really by seeing themselves, then the world is going to see them in that light as well. So what am I leaving behind? I'm leaving behind codependency. I'm leaving behind surface level shit. Like, it's time to get deep. Let's have more of these conversations. I invite you to come and speak with me every week. Take the stage, introduce yourself. This is what I mean by co-creation. But also what I'm doing is I stopped trying to fit in. I stopped trying to fit in. This has been, for me, a recurring theme, trying to fit in, whether that's friend circles, society demands and expectations of life paths, whether that's the coaching bubble. Again, not to diss the coaching industry. Every industry has their own bubble, but specifically the online coaching bubble. And if you know, you know. Okay, let's not get into that. But I didn't fit, excuse me, I didn't fit in there either. And I feel like this is where we get to decide who do we want to be, where do we want to play, where do we want to engage, with whom do we want to engage. Okay, just because Tom, Dick, and Harry are doing it that way in those groups, in saying those things, posting those kind of photos, you don't have to be that. In fact, the only thing you have to be is yourself. It always comes back to this inner clarity. It always comes back to inner clarity. And so what I'm not taking forward is this need to fit in. I do not need to fit in. I was made to stand out, and so were you. And this is why I'm creating these spaces. I want to hear your voice, not some watered down version of a coach or a mentor that you've been working with. Not because you're here to say what's right or the right thing to make people like you. No, I want you to be in your truth, because that's how you're going to attract your tribe, by standing in your truth and by not fitting in with others. In fact, this year is where I really started to see some shifts happening in the coaching industry at large, but also with corporate clients, in the corporate world, with CEOs and business owners of big corporations. There's a lot more shifts. We've been talking about CSR, and now there's the ESG and the Sustainable Development Goals and all of these things, but we've been talking about them and it's just been talk. Now there's a shift to how do we strategically implement these things. We talk about having work-life balance, for example. We talk about having well-being in the corporate workplace. And we repeat the company's missions over and over and over again. But that is not what's bringing the actual work-life balance or well-being of people. Now, companies, organizations are looking at, okay, we need the tools. We've been talking about it, but talking about it only is not going to bring change. We still see people in burnout, in stress addiction, old structures, old patterns, old behaviors, old belief systems and cultures. This is where we now start to break this down. There's a lot of work to be done. This, by the way, is a total call for all of you out there who are healers, well-being professionals, psychologists, therapists, coaches, who can come into this space. This is a calling for you to rise actually into this space. That was a lot. That was a mouthful. I would love to hear from you if you were still in the room with me. This is Conscious Leaders in Business. Hannah Cremona speaking, business strategist and mindset mentor, working with conscious leaders, entrepreneurs, and business owners. I help these amazing souls strategize their business so that they can attract the right clients sustainably over and over again, in alignment and in the most authentic manner. This is 2022 in review. We're here to have a discussion on lessons learned, mistakes made also as a result of that, and how we're going to move forward in 2023. If you're listening to us on the replay, please do sign up for the news and the updates. This is where I'll send you the upcoming topics, invitations to speak, invitations to share. If there is anything that you would like to share and speak about, I am totally open to hearing from you. If it has anything to do with business strategy, marketing strategy, leadership, emotional intelligence, mindset, these are all topics very much up my street. I can continue talking about them forever. And this is also an invitation for you to take it to the next level. We've been talking, right? We've been sharing, or at least today I have been sharing a lot. And this is where you now decide, am I going to be just a consumer of information, or am I actually going to have those strategic tools to move forward? Do I want to remain a lone wolf, or am I going to come into community, into masterminds, into smaller groups, and where we're actually helping and working with each other? This is an invitation for you to decide, am I going to stay in my head, like keeping my ideas and never really quite implementing them? Or am I going to leverage the insight, the expertise of coaches and mentors and other participants to really get that out into a strategic action plan that I can implement and be supported on? In March of 2023, I am kickstarting a mastermind group. This is where we come together and we really do all of that. We share on deeper levels, we brainstorm together, we overcome your obstacles and challenges. This is self-led. You're going to have my guidance as a business strategist and mindset mentor with over 15 years experience in the business field, from establishing international brands, building teams from scratch, starting startup social enterprises in the most rural of places in the Himalayas, where there was language barriers, having my own freelance business, starting coaching and consultancy amongst with clients from all over the globe. So this is a little background in a one liner of the vast experience that I have, and this is what you'll be accessing, plus the input from the team. So the mastermind is an extension of conscious leaders in business, and this is where we really get to look at everything that you need for your business, whatever it is, whatever question that you have, whatever it is that you want to create, whatever it is that you want to achieve. We're going to keep ourselves accountable. We're going to have monthly calls together where each person gets to share, to speak, to connect, to provide insights, to collect insight. When you have that kind of work together, you leave. It is so powerful because you're not only having my insight and my expertise and my guidance, but you're also getting the ideas, the insights, the talks that everybody else is giving and receiving. One man's problem may be yours. One woman's challenge may be yours that you have not recognized or you have not brought to the table yet. And you're having all of these solutions available to you. We will look at income strategies. We'll look at how to create more impact. We'll look at collaborating together to have more visibility, more speaking opportunities, more credibility building. Yeah. How can you get out there more? How can you serve more people? How can you create more impact? How can you attract the right clients to work with? These are all of the things that you can come in with. Okay. Focused on three main areas, or at least these are my three main areas, and that's developing a long-term, profitable, sustainable business model for you. Okay, not for me. It's your business. We do it according to you and where you're at. Having a marketing strategy that feels good, that is aligned, that is authentic, that is non-sleazy, that is sustainable for you to maintain and hold, to have this and automate in the future. And we'll look at obviously leadership, because everything needs to be backed by your leadership. Everything is backed by your emotional intelligence and your mindset as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. So that's the Conscious Leaders in Business Mastermind. And we also have the Accelerator program, which includes daily access, on-demand daily access to coaching and mentorship that you can tap into. If any of these resonate, please send me a direct message, either here on Clubhouse or on my Instagram handle or Facebook handle, wherever we're connected, or LinkedIn handle. Just send me a message with the word mastermind. Send me a message with the word mastermind, and I will come back to you. We will have a discussion. Okay. As I said earlier on in this room, I want to make sure that that you are signing up for the right reason. I want to make sure that this is what you currently need right now in your business. I Of course, I care on having people in my mastermind. Of course, I care on making a sale. Absolutely. I'm running a business at the end of the day, but I care more about the people who are coming in there. And that is to protect yourself from making the right decisions, as well as protecting the other people who come in. So this is really important for me, that we discuss and that we have an open conversation around all of this. Even if you're just curious, let's have a discussion. Maybe the mastermind is for you. Maybe the accelerator is for you. Maybe having just a simple one-to-one session is for you. Okay? Maybe a course that I've created that you can access right away is right for you right now. Send me a message and let's have a chat. This is Hannah speaking, Hannah Cremona. I'm a business strategist and mindset coach. I am here as the host and founder of Conscious Leaders in Business. And on this note, I wish you and your families a beautiful closing of 2022 and a magical start to the new year. May you be blessed. May your lessons serve you and the people around you and the people around that. Thank you very much for tuning in with me. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.